welcome to another episode of VerdugoAdventures. Today I'm going to be showing you guys just your basic catfish rig setup and how we fish for catfish. It's very similar to how we fish for trout and a lot of other fish species. Here we have some Tri-Ling brand line made by Berkley. It's a 10-pound line, which is what we usually will use for catfish. Just because a lot of times we fish where there's a lot of branches or debris in the water, and instead of using 4 or 5 pound line and having it snap on you when your line gets stuck on a branch or something, we definitely prefer the 10-pound for catfish. It's a good solid line. As far as leaders, we use eagle claw leaders. For catfish we'll use size 4 to size 2. And for all you beginners out there, a size 2 is actually larger than a size 4. So size 4 to size 2 is what we use. As far as weights, if we're in a lake or something like that, we'll just use a nice sliding weight, little ½ ounce weight, or sometimes even smaller. If we're somewhere where there's a little more current, we'll use a size 1. Somewhere like the aqueducts, we'll use usually, sometimes we even use a ½ ounce, but sometimes when the floodgates are open at the aqueducts, we'll use a size 4 to a size 6, and sometimes even bigger. One time we were out there and the floodgates were open and I had to use a size 10, so it gets rough out there sometimes. When we go to size 1, 4, 6, and bigger and all that, we definitely will use our sliders made by Art's Custom Sliders. They're really nice, solid sliders. VerdugoAdventures recommended. And then we have our snap swivel, which we tie to our main line, and it's going to connect our leaders. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how I put that together. I'm going to grab my 10-pound fishing line here, and 10 pound is just what we use. You can use 2 pound, you can use 50 pound, it's whatever you prefer. Okay, and right now I'm just going to do one with a ½ ounce weight. Okay, get the weight on there. Then I'm going to go ahead and get my bead. What my bead does is it protects my knot from my weight slamming on my knot over and over again. So your bead is very important. But when you pick out your bead, make sure that the hole in the bead is big enough to cover the entire knot, otherwise it's pointless. Now I'm going to go ahead and tie on my snap swivel, and I'm just going to do a quick polymer knot, which is our favorite knot to use. You can use whatever knot that you prefer. If you have trouble seeing how I'm doing this knot, you can check out our how-to section, and I actually have a video out already that's how to tie a polymer knot. So you can go ahead and check that out if you like. So I'm just going to tie that on there. I'm going to cut off what I don't need. I usually use I usually leave about 1/4 inch of line still on there, just like that. Okay. So this is what you have so far. I'm going to go ahead and put on my size 4 eagle claw leader. And by the way, guys, these eagle claw leaders have never ever failed us. We have caught 10+ pound fish on these. They have never broke. Go ahead and open my snap. Go ahead and put that in there. And that's how we do it. This is how we fish for a catfish. It's your basic Carolina rig, also known as a sliding rig. And if you guys can see, your bead goes over your knot, which protects it from your weight. It's pretty simple. As far as bait for catfish, we prefer using clams. Jesse will put 1 or 2 clams on there. I'll pack 5 or 6 or as much as I can fit to cover the hook. Clams we have found to work awesome. A lot of people will use chicken liver, worms, sardines, anchovies, catfish dip bait. There's just there's so many varieties of bait you can use for catfish. But our favorite is definitely clams. And yeah, that's how we fish for catfish. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful.